You know, these days, one of the most used and at the same time misunderstood word is the word karma. A lot of people you hear say, hey, don't do that, it's a bad karma. Or if something bad happens, look, it's a bad karma, you had to pay something for something. And we hear these things in our reality, but most of the time people don't believe that there is such a thing as karma, don't believe and maybe don't understand how it can really function. And to really understand karma, we have to go to the definition, the real definition. And we find it in the book called Abhidharma Kosha from 350 AD, which is a ancient scripture that I study a lot in my practice of the seed system coaching. And we find the definition like this: karma is the movement of the mind and what follows in terms of actions and speech. So taking this definition, we can divide then at least two divisions of karma. We have the karma as motivating karma, as an intention or what the thoughts you think before doing an action, and there is the motivated karma, which is the actual action and words you speak after you had those thoughts. And so basically we have three kinds of karma. We have karma of the mind, the thoughts and also the emotions that you feel, karma of the body, and karma of speech. And all these plants seeds, karmic seeds. All these three types of karma, they plant karmic seeds, which then when the time is appropriate, they will give their results. They will ripen. Another thing we need to understand also about karma, which comes from the same book, Abhidharma Kosha, is that karmic deeds cause the multitude of worlds. All the planets and beings come from karma. So you see, the reality comes from karma, and this I think is a point of disconnect for many people when they hear this phrase, because we see a lot of bad things in the world. We see wars, we see people lying, stealing, mischievous people. And when we see that, we kind of disconnect. We say, look, I'm not that. I'm different, you know, I don't do that. So yeah, it's true. For the moment, or for the last years, as you have known yourself, maybe you haven't done any like that. But to really understand karma, we have to understand that we have some seeds, some big pile of seeds stored in our conscious that makes us see those kinds of things in our reality, even though sometimes it's unpleasant. But to really understand karma, we have to think about it. You don't need to believe it right after you hear this. You need to cook it. Take this into your long walks and just think about it. Think about how you see comes from the seeds you have in your mind or you have planted way before, from times with no beginning. And to really understand how to plant or how the seeds are planted, there are 4 steps with which we plant the seeds. Also, the bad seeds are planted through these 4 steps, but we first need to understand how to plant the good seeds, because if we do a slight shift of mind, if the attention shifts, then that is the movement of the mind. And what comes after the actions or the speech, those things will plant, also they will plant new seeds. So watch this video about the 4 steps of how to plant seeds, karmic seeds in our mind, and test it out for yourself. Good luck.